In this video, I'd like to go through a few recommendations when it comes to marketing. So the first I would say is uploading through the marketing campaign itself. You can choose to go in the contacts page and upload through the contacts page, or rather assign through the contacts page a group of contacts to a specific campaign, and you can even initiate drip processing functionality in doing so. But I find that if you just upload the contacts directly to the marketing campaign through this button inside the campaign specifically, everything just goes a lot smoother. So just going through and uploading your CSV file, and in step 4 choosing the drip processing mode if you choose to do so at that stage, it just goes a lot smoother. And the next tip I would give you is when it comes to the parameters set. So when it comes to the phone number you choose from that drop down, I want you to keep in mind that after you choose that phone number and after you upload contacts into that campaign, this phone number can no longer be changed. It is permanently set for this campaign unless you duplicate that entire campaign, unenroll all the contacts, and re-enroll using a brand new campaign. That campaign is locked in. It has to be with that phone number no matter what you do, unless you duplicate the entire campaign or erase and re-enroll those contacts into that new campaign. It's going to stay that phone number. But I was going to touch base on the parameters you set. So that phone number, the time zone, make sure this time zone is specific to where the prospect is located. If you are doing a statewide campaign, you should be in good shape with a specific area's time zone. If you are doing a countrywide campaign, part that out. Make it part 1 is Arizona, part 2 is California, so on and so forth. You want it to be in those separate time zones so you are actually sending out these touch points when you anticipate sending out these touch points. If you want it to be on day 2 at 11:30 a.m. or day 4 at 11:30 a.m., you certainly don't want it to send day 4 at 2:30 p.m. because you chose the wrong time zone in building it out. So just be mindful of that. The time zone you select should coincide with where the prospect or the client or whoever that contact happens to be, where they are located. The next thing I would say is when it comes to these 3 options here, I would heavily recommend staying away from pause. The reason for that is when somebody responds, you want to take on the conversation manually from there and be able to plug them into any other marketing campaigns, recommendedly not other full-featured marketing campaigns that are going to market from a separate phone number, rather an email-only marketing campaign so that you can assign them to that and not have to worry about it sending from a different phone number. But also, because we have the unsubscribe feature right here, when somebody responds, you want them to be unsubscribed. You don't want one of your sub-users going in and accidentally continuing a marketing campaign they were previously enrolled in, or accidentally checking a box and having all these touch points automatically sent to them all at once. That could be a very bad situation, and it is fully possible by choosing to resume a paused campaign. So I just recommend staying away from that pause and rather using it for very specific use cases. Otherwise, yeah, just unsubscribe entirely or continue. Power through that person responding and keep sending those touch points for maybe a new client, or maybe this is simply a newsletter campaign that you have already put in emails, video emails, text messages, ringless voicemails to be sent out every month, so on and so forth, or group reminders for a recurring type of notification. So creating a recurring type of touch point. Other than that, that is just about it for recommendations when you are building the marketing campaigns. The next thing I'd like to touch base on is the campaign templates. So we have all of these pre-built amazing campaign templates just sitting here, and it's very tempting to simply upload them into your system and start them immediately. But please, I want you to go through any campaign templates you put into your own system, and I want you to make sure all of the verbiage is exactly as you want it to be. I want you to make sure that every email, every text message, every word is something that you would speak, because once they do reply to that, you are going to have to take it on from there. Also, you're going to have to know what was sent. If we include it in one of these campaigns, we can save you money. And somebody responds with, okay, great, how can you save me money? And you're in the dark, you have no idea what they're talking about. It's going to put you in a bad position. So make sure you're going through, combing through all these pre-created marketing campaign templates and ensuring all of the verbiage is on par with what you want to send out. This may be a very different message than what you actually want to send out. And maybe a cold personal lines, a cold leads personal lines pre-created marketing campaign template is more online, more on base with what you want to be relaying to your prospects. The second thing with these campaign templates is the fact that these voicemails and the video emails in some of these pre-created templates are not filled up. You need to make sure that when you put these into your account that you go in and fill up these files with either recorded inside of the system or uploaded from your computer files. You want to make sure that you record and upload the voicemails, record and upload, or simply record internally the video emails. Make sure all of that appears how you want it to. And please, I'd say another recommendation is after you've done that, after you've created your campaign, or rather your touch points, well, I suppose both. After you've created your touch points, send a test to yourself. And after you've created your campaigns, enroll yourself as a contact. Please create yourself as a test contact and enroll yourself in it so that you can receive those touch points and see what it's like before sending it out to thousands of people or tens or hundreds of thousands of people. Your limit in Clique is 100,000 touch points sent a day. It is ridiculous. It is, you know, we do have people who literally exhaust that, but they are typically large companies with many sub-users. So you have that capability in Clique to send out that many touch points at one time. So make sure you test it on yourself before sending it out to literally anyone. I would say you want to have a testing phase of sending it out to yourself, and then you want to have a testing phase of sending it out to colleagues, friends, and or family. And then at that point, once everybody says, wow, that's really neat, you will send it out to your prospects or to your clients. Not until then, please. But other than that, we have, I would say, let's go into quick replies and let's choose specifically broadcasted messages. I'd say a light recommendation when it comes to broadcasting a quick reply is if the tags can be cross-referenced by the campaigns. It's a great opportunity to make sure you are marketing to the exact right person, or you are quick reply broadcasting to the exact right person. For example, if you have tags for clients, and if you have campaigns for client onboarding, that's great. That's going to cover all your bases. Every person that both has this tag and this campaign is going to be broadcasted that message. From there, I think that's just about it, really. You know, you want to make sure that you are testing those marketing campaigns responsibly. You want to make sure that you are going in and really taking a deep dive on those templates and filling in those files and really viewing every touch point so you can feel it yourself and then effectively relay the point from your own words. Other than that, that's about it for our marketing module. Please reach out if you have any questions whatsoever. But I think this is one of the most robust modules we will host within Clique Training because there's a lot of detail within this module and likely more detail to be added in the very near future. So please reach out again if you have any questions whatsoever. Other than that, have a great one.